Hey, what is up, guys? This is me, Brandon. I'm gonna give you two reviews and games because recently this year I got the GameCube, and I'll show you that in a second. Just let me get done cooking this and figuring out what the heck's going on with this. This is a Samsung Galaxy Tab 3, like I already showed you guys earlier. Right now, it's being a little bit weird, but I got it working now. That's the thing. Now I'm just gonna tap this clean, and I'll be back to you guys in a second. So that way, me and you I can show you guys what I got. And I don't know if you guys remember, but whenever I told you guys the PlayStation 3, or I didn't tell you this at all, the PlayStation 3 I give that to Game Corner recently, like this Monday ago, and what happened was I wanted to trade for a GameCube because I've been wanting to get a GameCube for like a really long time. And I just had no other way to do it. I tried selling my games for like $65 because Game Corner was asking $64.50 with no game at all, which I guess is a good sign that I didn't get anyone interested in my my selling project. I guess people weren't interested in that. But what I'm saying was, sorry, I'm clearing all this junk out of here, getting that old app I had on their back, because it's starting to be ridiculous. It won't even. Now it's making on my device faster, so I guess new cleaners don't work as good as the old ones. So I'm cooking my soup right now, my ramen beef. The reason why you're staring at this. The reason why you guys are staring at that is because I don't have my phone in my hand because I gotta do it with both hands, including tablets. So that's what I like to do best. But anyways, I will post a live stream later, and I want you guys to comment down which game that I have, because I have Call of Duty, Black Ops 3, Advanced Warfare, Infinite Warfare, Modern Warfare Remastered, or Grand Theft Auto 5. That's the only options I can give you guys. I don't have much. I'm sorry. And I will give you reviews of a couple of old GameCube games that was around back in the time before the Wii hit the stores and stuff, before people said GameCube's a failure. GameCube was a successor, not a failure. The only reason why people say GameCube's a failure now is because of the Wii came out. And well, I gotta say, I love the GameCube so much because it reminds me of good memories of my childhood. Not to even mention, it's a lot better console than the Wii was. I'm sorry if you are Wii fans. But you gotta admit, the Wii was kind of pretty terrible, including the Wii U was garbage from Nintendo. The Wii U was not a good successor, but now with the Nintendo Switch, they're starting to pull back on that crap. Yes, they still got motion sensor controlling going on, but the only cases that they have fixed was the only case they fixed with it was the motion sensor, and they still have it in there, but they fixed the problem where you're not forced to every game use that experience. It's more like it's not like a Wii U. It's more like the GameCube. It's an own console system / handheld. That's what it is. That's what it happens. People wanted, like, the old days back. They got it. I wanted to continue the disc system, but if they want to trade for a cartridge system again, like they're always good for, back in the day before they went to disc, and then them tiny disc, and then they went to the big disc, which was the PlayStation 2, and the the Xbox original, before the GameCube had them tiny discs. So you have so now it's on competition with the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and now Nintendo Switch. It used to be the Nintendo Wii U, but that was on competition with the PlayStation 3, and that's a last generation console, so I don't think people want to be in competition with the Wii U. Because I don't blame people. The Wii U was an okay system. I played it. It just wasn't the best. Nintendo didn't bring out their best. It was kind of the same situation with the Wii 2. It wasn't the best system ever. The PlayStation 2 kind of beated the original Xbox. Actually, no. No, it was on competition with the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360. I remember now. It was on competition with that. The PlayStation 3, actually the Xbox 360 was second for me. The PlayStation 3 was like first place. The Wii was third. The Wii U it was third place. The Xbox was second. And the PlayStation 4 first place. Now you have the Nintendo Switch, which is in second place. Then the Xbox One, because the Xbox One failed. It wasn't a total failure from Xbox, but it could have been better. It could have been worse. They still could have kept the DRM and everybody would just get off Xbox. I mean, Xbox fanboys will actually go to PlayStation. If they didn't put that DRM crap on there. Yeah, Xbox is still doing that kind of stuff a little bit, but not very much that I've noticed. They actually have been gotten less of that than the PlayStation. PlayStation has been focusing on the games more than And I will put up that Marriott Hotel soon. I know you guys have been waiting for a while, and the last few days was a nice days to do it, but I was just busy because of the GameCube I got recently that I've been so excited about. And if you like old video games and even old video game consoles, and if you want to play those consoles again, you can go down to Game Corner if you have one in your city or in your town and buy it or trade it in. They'll do it. They took my PlayStation 3 in good condition. All I needed was a clean of dusting. They took my PlayStation 3 in. I asked them if I wanted to trade for a GameCube. They did. The second controller I got from them sucked. Well, actually, it didn't suck. It just didn't work. That's the sucky part. Took it back from them. I got another one, which was looked like my red one. Yeah, that one is broken too, but the bottom R trigger is broken. The rest of the buttons on there work just fine. It's just that one button at the bottom is broken. So I'm going to take it back down there and be like, if you can fix this, that's fine. If you don't, then trade me for a black regular GameCube controller maybe. And I'll test it in the store to make sure it works. And take in mind, the GameCube system actually works, and the first controller they gave me works. I just had no luck with the second controller. And it's not through the system, it's through the controller, because I tried the first port and see if it was the second port broken. No, it's the first port. The second controller is broken. Sorry. Oh, I mismatched words. Sorry, Alright, I'm full now. Okay, that was good. Sorry guys, I'm back now. Not only just saw a dark kitchen, you probably heard my discussion, but there's something I want to show you guys. And it's in here. Just wait. And I got another complaint. I went to see Fast and Furious 8 recently, and it is not good. So I'm gonna show you first a couple of games I got from there. I was lucky enough to find. And one of my games I remember playing when I was a little kid with my grandma before she passed away in 2011. God, thank God, and God bless her soul. I mean, I got The Simpsons Hit and Run. This was actually one of the games I remembered when I was a little kid and playing it every single time I came over to our house. Every day I turn on the GameCube and play it every single time. Now, there's another game I like, and it's the Sonic series. Here's the Sonic Mega Collection. Out of all the 7 great hit games that are in here. All of the games right there. The first, second, third, Dr. Robotnik, and Sonic Speedball. Then Sonic 3D Blast, and then Sonic and Knuckles. Or Knuckles, I don't know how you say it. I think I'm just calling them Knuckles. And it does 2-player. If I can get into that shot. Come on. Focus. I know you can do it. It says 2 controller and 2 analog controller. Or, 2 players. It just says 2 players. And a memory card stick. Which is what I have with me right now and here. It is. 16 gigabyte card. Please tell me if this is the highest storage I have. Because I have no idea if there is any higher than that gigabyte wise. I don't know because I'm so used to gigabytes. Because PlayStation had 8 gigabytes. At the time. I don't know if this was at the time. When megabytes were important or big. Before a gigabyte hit around. So I don't know. I'm going to put that back. And I'll show you the controller that is broken, sort of. There's it. That's it right there. Now it's this. It's this R button, like I figured. This button don't work, but all of these, including the start button and the one up here, works. The R button is the only one that does not work, and I was so shocked when I found that out. All of the buttons work except the bottom one, which was strange for me. I never saw that happen, and I'm not gonna fix it. They know how to do it; they'll fix it. So this is the bottom of the controller, back of the controller. I can show you one that I got. I was so lucky, and I love the color of it because it's so good. The beautiful red edition. All the buttons, including the R button, all the buttons work. All of the buttons work. That one is the only one I sort of have issues with. But this works. All the buttons work. Here's the back of the controller back in the day. Man, you know it if you see this thing. Now, here's the controller connector, or the plug into the system there. Over there, you guys are seeing it. Now, I plug it back in here. Now we have, let me turn on the lights for you, so my phone ain't good on the lightning, or the light. So here you go, you guys can see it more. Because it's really dark outside, otherwise you would see it without a problem. There's also sun shining in here. So here's what the GameCube looks like, even without the, I'm going to take these out so you guys know what it looks like without all that stuff there. So that's the GameCube there I found at Game Corner. This one they were charging $70 for, and it was through store credits, so I'm like, why not? Because my PlayStation 3 I had down there was, and I got rid of Grand Theft Auto 5 too. But yeah, there was like, hold on, not yet. He was saying I got $100 in store credits, so he said that I can get this with a couple of games. Not a couple of games. He wanted me to get more games than the ones I got, but I'm going to go back down there and see if they have Super Smash Bros. For this. And I know that Super Smash Bros. Did come out with this, so in the back there's the... Oh, here's the funny thing. If you lose your connector for this is compatible with the Nintendo 64 AV cable back port, so I thought that was really interesting. And then you have your little connector here for your plug-in. And this is another interesting I found. The GameCube actually has a power brick. That drives me nuts. But then back then, you know, it was okay to have it in these kind of systems. Because this one is, I don't even get tell, but it's like pretty small. It's pretty small. You can take it anywhere you want, sort of. As on the PlayStation 4, well, it's built into the system, and I have it on because the game sucks. I'll show you later. But what I'm saying is the GameCube is actually pretty good. And now, now for the nostalgia. I'm gonna pop this open, and it does work. Every button works. I close it like that, just fine. It opens and closes. Watch, I'll show you again. Closes, just like that. Now I'll show you if you didn't see it already. I'm not good at hiding stuff like that. But here's one of the games I grew up when I was a little kid. You could tell this is the GameCube disc. If you guys remember the GameCube disc, it is so freaking tiny. It is so damn tiny. It is so damn tiny. I'll show you one of the examples. This is what it looks like back here. That is insane. I put it in the system just like this. Just like that, and put it in there. Now, you can see this big box. Here it is. Here's what the Sonic one looks like with the disc in it. That is so crazy how it's like so dang tiny. You see how tiny this is? This is on a big case for a DVD box. And they put it in like that with their memory card in there. I thought that was crazy at the time because it was like convenience, you know? But Nintendo was afraid that it would fail. But the GameCube was actually a pretty good system. Now, here's the real nostalgia here. I'm going to go back to the AV port. You guys remember this? AV port. AV port. Alright, now, here comes the light. I'm going to push the power button. Yeah, this is the reset button, and that's the power button, and the open and close to change games button. Here's the light. There's the light, and here you go. That is crazy. And the whole system works like that. It works like an actual brand new GameCube. It's like Game Corner would pay attention to that. So, that's one of my things I love to play on there is the Simpsons Hit and Run and the Sonic game, of course. Now, back to the PlayStation side. PlayStation, I love Call of Duty. I love Grand Theft Auto series. But sometimes this system does get a little bit boring because nobody's online on there at all sometimes. And sometimes, you know, it's fine if they've had to do their own thing, but, you know, like some people don't even go online at all. So that's the reason why I have that. And I love Nintendo, I really do. I love PlayStation and Nintendo. I don't like Xbox. I really don't. But Nintendo is awesome, PlayStation is awesome, so I figured why not get the GameCube. I was gonna see if I can find a freaking, oh god. Not Nintendo 64. Oh god, what was it? What is it? What I wanted to find out that it will work, but it won't work on these TVs nowadays. The Atari 2600. I actually wanted to try out an Atari, but I'm like, no. Actually, the old NES. Actually, that's what I wanted to do, but I'm like, nah, just get the GameCube, like I always wanted. That thing brings back a lot of good memories when I was a little kid, so that's the GameCube. Now go back to the PlayStation side. Now, here's what's funny, and this is years later, and you can compare it to the PlayStation 2 back then as well. Here's the controllers, game console controllers. This is only Nintendo, I know, this is only PlayStation, I know, but let's just still compare. Back then, you know, these wires were like really like convenient. They were everywhere. Every time you have to do wireless, they always take these AA batteries back then. Now we have these battery like in our phones, on our smartphones, you know, and even iPhones, they have this. They have, the PlayStation has their own million-hour battery built in, so you don't have to keep rechanging them. And all you have to do is plug it in with a cord, and that's what's convenient. You push the PlayStation button, and it does that, and it tells you how much battery life your controller has. As in back then, it was just like straight up plugged into a cord. Nintendo did make their separate attachment with the wireless GameCube controller, but that probably had to take AA batteries because they never figured it out until back in the PlayStation 3, maybe. And no, actually PlayStation 3, and then the Wii U finally got the hint. And no, actually, yeah, it did. and then the Nintendo Switch. Or I think it was only Nintendo Switch. I don't remember. You guys comment down and tell me if the Wii U had that rechargeable battery instead of, putting double A's in or not. But I thought the Wii U gamepad had that. So Nintendo finally figured that out with the Nintendo Switch. I'm just going to say that because I don't want to be wrong. As in PlayStation, they've done it through the PS3 and now they got it for the PS4 system. And you are looking at Cars 3 video game, and it looks awful. I hate it. So that's my review on that. Now, game reviews on that side. The GameCube games are awesome. The Sonic games, they're good. They're really good for their time. The only problem I have with the Simpsons and Run, and this is my only flaw with the game, you have to keep finding your coins. You have to keep finding your coins in the game if you don't remember. You have to buy coins to do the missions you want. And that's kind of a little bit repetitive. And I want to find out if there's a cheat code for that in the GameCube so I can beat the game without any problems. Because so far, I am having an issue with the game where I can't beat it unless I have 300 coins for this one goddamn costume. And I don't know how to get that. But I will post a live stream later. I just want to show you guys this, show you nostalgic and stuff. Also, thank you guys for still staying subscribed to me and keeping updates on my stuff for a very long time. I really do appreciate you guys staying on the channel for me. I really do. And my girlfriend has been supporting me as well. She's been trying to help me out with a lot of my problems I've been having recently with all this drama. And me and her almost broke up, and me and her almost got broken up completely. Yeah. And let's just say it was my idiot fault, but you know what? Me and her worked it out. Me and her made up. Me and her are very happy people now. She's happy, I'm happy, she's doing her new thing right now, but me and her are so happy to be together. You guys will just say, "Oh, that's so adorable." I guess you can say it was my fault. Now I'm letting her take control, because I can't. I get a little bit bossy, but what are you gonna do? But there's a few problems I have with the movie theater. One, stop showing advertisements after someone walks into the theater booth that they're in for a movie. Like I saw Fast and Furious 8 yesterday. I came in around and it started saying, "Oh, stay in the seats, your phone." I'm like, okay, I know that. I know that's a rule, I know. But several people, and I didn't want to complain, but several people have pulled out their phones while the movie was starting. Several people are pulling up their iPhones, doing Snapchat and stuff, and people are still doing it. I'm like, wow, this is so ridiculous, and this is the reason why I hate going to movie theaters, because it's so expensive. Let's show Hollywood. And then my second problem is there's too many advertisements. You need to stop doing that. That's what's making me think we shouldn't go to movie theaters at all, because it's all filled with advertisements. I understand you people have to advertise something, but spending a lot of money on a movie theater like this, I can't believe it. I can't believe it that people are still going to movie theaters after so many advertisements. I remember when I was a little kid back in 2007, we did not have this much advertisement shoving down our throats. Now we have Chevy involved. We have any other product in the world advertising to us. And it's annoying at times where I'm just sitting there in a movie theater going, why? Oh, and Fast and Furious 8 was awesome. The only part I did not like was where they kept bragging it down. They just kept it down. They just kept making it like a freaking, the whole thing that bothered me was, the movie was awesome. I will admit, the movie was awesome. The only part that pissed me off the most was when, that stupid girl wants to murder everybody. It's just, why? I get that's a twist, but I don't like her. I hate her. It's stupid, so But yeah, movie theaters suck now. They need to fix it. They need to. Especially in my town, it is nasty. It's nasty down there. They don't even clean. They have to have a volunteer clean the arcade room, for crying out loud. Like, they can't hire anybody to clean the movie theater themselves, because someone left a freaking toothbrush in toothpaste and a hair comb sitting in the bench for I don't know how many days. It looked like maybe like a week. And it's sitting there. And the roof is just covered with freaking dust and spider webs and stuff like that. It's just disgusting. The whole place needs a cleanup. The whole place needs a cleanup. That is disgusting. I am never going back to the movies again. I am so far down the movies. They need to... I'll get them on DVD and enjoy them at home on my PlayStation myself. I am not just gonna go and spend like I don't know how much money on a movie theater when I can just wait till the DVD comes out and enjoy my nice clean home. That's ridiculous. I'm not doing it again. I feel bad for the people who went to the movie theaters yesterday. I feel bad if people are going to the movie theaters today, and movie theaters need to be shut down. They need to be shut down, and they need to fix the issues. They need to fix with the less advertising part, because when I went in there and saw Fast and Furious 8, I was first in the freaking thing myself. I was first in there. I was like, why? I was sitting in there, and I was just sitting in there by myself. Nobody else was with me. Somebody else was supposed to come see it with me, but they never did. And that's okay, I guess. But the movie theater was just awful. There was a lot of people. There was not that much people, and it was just horrible. The movie theater was horrible. And the way how they brought out, and stop trying to ruin our ears. God. The freaking sound engines, I had to cover my ears. I don't know how many times when the engine sound come on. It was like so dang loud. It's no. When they play the advertisements, they're not that loud. But then when they start playing the movie, then they have to crank it up all the way high. I'm like, why? People are gonna kill our ears. They started doing this act back in, like, The Simpsons never was that loud. When we saw Simpsons in the movie theater, it was never that loud. Now they've cranked it up too high. Like, why? That's ridiculous. I'm sorry. That's just a bunch of BS, and I'm never going to movie theaters again. Not in my entire lifetime. I don't care if it's fun or not. I'm not doing it again. I'm done. I'm done. They need to get their crap together. They need to fix what the problem is. I'm sick and tired of this. They need to fix it. They need to fix movie theaters. They need to fix that. Because it's really starting to piss me off at this point. Sorry, but I'm not going to movie theaters again. But Fast and Furious 8 was awesome, so Hollywood's lucky. At least I didn't see the Aliens movie, which I heard was a piece of crap. So that's my complaint on the movie theaters, and that's my nostalgic back in the back of the day before they changed gaming to online and everything else. So I guess I can say I'm happy to love Nintendo and PlayStation, even the GameCube I love. I'm happy. I'm a lucky guy. I'm real happy. I don't know. But yeah, movie theaters need to fix their problems. All the movie theaters need to fix their issues. They really do. And if this happens again, I'm gonna put it on YouTube again. And I will upload a video about Donald Trump, because I actually did say something. I think it was last week ago. I said something. I was pissed off that day. I'm not kidding you. I was pissed off. It was either Tuesday or... Because, yeah, it's stupid, so... That's all I gotta say for now, guys. Please comment, subscribe, and like, and peace out.